All right, hello. What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Global Lab patch notes reading for January 31st. This is the official Global Lab patch notes, and it's translated from Korean to English, so I'll try to make it make sense. And I believe last week we didn't have a Global Lab update simply because it was like holidays, Chinese New Year, and all that stuff. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about the notes for today, and it usually hits the live servers within a week or so. And I read like a recap. It was more just like a lot of sailing and bartering, life skill updates. But I wanted to talk about this so you guys can prepare a week in advance and see what's happening. So, first, ocean and barter. Bartering is going to be changed with some updates. We've improved refresh time for barter features and just new quality of life. So let's go over it. When using the reduced refresh wait time, there's a feature that allows you to enter how many times you want to use the feature at one time. I don't really understand this one because, like, you look at it once, you see what you want to get, and so if you're skipping it, like, you want to enter how many times you want to use the feature, like 10 or what? I don't know. This is an interesting one, but I don't barter enough to know what that means, like the refresh in terms of materials over there. So I'll probably check that one out more on the live happens, but so far it's interesting. The barter information for the star region of Margoria has been changed so that you can check it on the world map. That's actually pretty good. This information cannot be confirmed on the Global Lab, which is weird because that's what the Global Lab is for. After completing your bartering trips around the island, okay. Level 5 trade goods do not stack. Cool. Yeah, that looks like my inventory, too. Oh, so you can just, like, mass sell everything if you wanted to. I think that's a cool feature, actually. So, barter UI, you can filter by the things you have as well on your boat, I believe. That's actually a nice thing to have, a nice feature. So, yeah, it should make things a little bit easier for most new players trying to get into bartering. Barter trade goods. Besides making barter more convenient, we're upping the price of level 5 trade goods. So I believe right now, level 5 trade goods are like 7.5 to 10 million, I believe. And so all of these things can be upped, and they're worth more now for crow coins. That's good. I remember going back sailing years ago, and it actually took a long time to get your boat back before you could actually just buy characters on the market. So I think for newer players who are getting into it, it's a lot easier nowadays than it was, I don't know, 4 years ago. So overall, a good thing. Just it shaves off a few days, if not weeks total, to get your own things, and I think it's overall good. Exchange rates for various things. Also, for saltwater crocodiles, grinding, sea monsters, and all this stuff can be exchanged once. Cool. Ocean hunting grounds, sea monsters, those gold pirate ships, saltwater crocodiles, and everything. I think this is the trash loot. So yeah, more trash loot, always good. The probability of obtaining like the rare items and the things you get for money increased by 6 times compared to before. That's huge. And I think over time, they're probably going to have to rework this once again, because every year, as you all know, people make more silver an hour, and it's generally just a good thing that they keep this updated. So is it a lot? Not really, but I mean, like, if they should have given it like the fishing treatment and just like, bam, you're making a lot more an hour or a day, I guess. So that way you don't have to tweak it as often, and sailing would make things a lot easier. So if I were them, I would have added like an extra 0 at the end of all of this. And so it would be like competing with, AFK fishing and all that stuff. So I think people who do sailing and bartering in general are like playing a different game than everyone who's just like grinding circles, simply because your gear progression is a little bit different. Like you still have to go for monos and everything, but you're also upgrading your boat gear, trying to go for the knoll and everything. You have like different goals than everyone else. So I think sailing across the board should be worth more than, you know, what it currently is. So that's what I think. Maybe in the future. Large colony of sea turtles, leprechauns. Leprechaun respawn rate increased by 1.5. That's actually pretty good. The purchase price for wind crystals can be applied to, or supply cannon shells reduced from 200 to 50,000. Provides 2 ship shells. Those are the blue things, right? That repair cannonballs, I believe. I think that's... I haven't been sailing in a while, but I think that's what it does. All right, so the quest to take down Margoria sea monsters available from the Wharf Manager in Velia can also be picked up in Port of Feria. That's quality of life. That's very good. I think most people do have their boat at Ilia and also Velia, but I think that's good as well. They should have added this to Ilia Island because I think that's where most people start their barter route. All right, so let's see. Now add more waypoints if you have a compass in Margoria. Eventually, I think that most people, if you first start out sailing, buy those like blue compass thingies off the market and just use it. But over time, you just kind of know what to look for, and you know where you are in the ocean just by like landmarks and looking at various things. So I think that's actually a good thing, so that they're making it easier to find monster locations. But you just learn things by doing it. And let's see what else. You will receive combined rewards from both villages if you accept one huge quality of life upgrade. Basically doubling contribution, and I think the material sources of wind. Is that those cannonball things that we just talked about? So basically, rewards are doubled. That's good. The target locations have been improved. Dailies. Dried Pro. I honestly think that if you need these, just buy it off the market. It's kind of annoying to make, actually. More updates on rewards. Very cool. Bartering increased. Oh, that's not even translated. Okay, never mind. We good. Achilles' Eye questing. Yellow swordfish are being removed. They'll be replaced with a new weekly quest to make things easier. So yeah, there's a lot of sailing quality of life and updates. I think it's overall a good thing. Rewards. And Achilles' Eye peer request, more quest changes and reward changes. Rusalka, Seaweed Stone. So you know how in the game they have like different tier crystals from like white, green, blue, yellow, you know, very standard stuff. I believe they're adding a new one, basically red crystal, and that one is the new best in slot, so everyone's going to go for that one. And this also works for the like 50 people that have the knoll, and yeah, you can upgrade it. So I think it's overall good. The new thing for sailors to go for, red crystals with more stats, always nice. I realistically think the things that are the stats for boats are, you know, the important one, obviously speed, acceleration, but I think acceleration is more important than speed, just in general if you're doing active, and rotation if you're, you know, doing the daily quest regularly. Weight is always good for bartering. I don't know. I think break, obviously you need it, but it's like lower on the priority list. Durability is, I guess, you know, how far or how much you can do before repairing again. And more damage, that's high priority. So let's see. Can be obtained by the following methods: Origin of Margoria, red freshwater, and void sea stone. So like if you have the white crystals already, you just need the origins or all of these things, which yeah, I think that's okay. It should be fairly easy. and you can buy them from the NPC shops. So cool. Very low effort, I believe, as my understanding is. I'll be testing it on the live servers when it comes out. Improvement of existing seaweeds. The drop, I guess, like the amount has been increased. Very cool. Simplifying the sea stones for all of these. The item simplified from 80 to 40. That's cool. Tears of the Sea. Isn't this the Tears of the Ocean thing to have like two similar names for the blue material to craft your thing? Let's see. In the vast, there's Ebenruth Knoll, the treasure items of the ocean. The thing that probably less than 100 people have on the NA server. And for all of you who have it, it's like, it's pretty good. So they're removing the durability on this one, which, you know, it shouldn't even have had one in the beginning. But, you know, now, for all of you limited people out there who have it, you can go sailing even further now. This is something I actually wanted to go for, but it's like, I don't even know where to start. I've done a lot of collecting those maps and trying to, like, find all the things, but it's just really it's kind of a long grind and a lot of RNG included, so like I don't even know. So maybe one day I'll go for it, but today is not that day. So if you craft the Ebenruth Knoll containing the Tear of the Sea, it could upgrade the material to, like, you know, I think it's like yellow now to a red, which very cool. I think one day I actually do want to get back into sailing and bartering, but there's just a lot of stuff in the game and I don't have as much downtime. Sovereign and Karazad, now the pre-owned accessories, have been taking up a lot of my time. Reduced or improved the quality of life by removing durability, so that's actually huge. Ebenruth Knoll is a unique item owned by select people. With this update, we've made some adjustments to cater those who are newly interested in aiming for it, or now the torn treasure map pieces can stack in a single inventory slot. Oh, that's good, actually, because in my inventory, I actually have a lot. Am I logged into the game? Let me see. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Port Feria. I have some maps. Now, I guess these can stack. That's cool. Okay. We go back now. Okay. So, very cool. Improve the location of Ilia Island ship search takeout. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. So before the change would be sideways. Yeah, this is something I've kind of always wanted, and I think this is actually a good change. You know what they could do going forward with new regions and everything? Make the docks a lot bigger, just straight up. That would be a huge help. This one is the other one, Kuwait Island. Now, it's basically, there's people that park backwards in, like, parking lot. Yeah, this is essentially what that is, but it's a good change. Ooh, a con change. All right, let's see. So, con, I still have to do the guild boss, actually, 3 times to get my free one. They made the cannons a lot easier to use, and is it more damage? Landing a hit with the cannon makes it easier to recognize successful hits, but also speeds up the, process of it, making it easier. They changed the fishing, what is it called? Deep Sea Palace or something? And, the quest where you can get the 50 inventory fish tank that people don't really want to buy with pearls? Yeah, they're making this one easier, so thank God. Usually it was like a 5 to 7 day quest that you had to do, like you just do dailies for a week. Now I believe they're actually just making it a lot easier, which is a good thing. People should do this quest and not spend $20-$30 on the thing. All right, so background, NPCs, and cutscenes. Very cool. Let's see. The event going on to Snowfall Crashers is ending probably next week. And I actually enjoyed this snowboarding event. I thought that was kind of fun. I hope they turn that into like a life skill, a dedicated one in the future. I remember them talking about it a couple of years ago, and then nothing ever happened of it. But yeah, I thought it was fun. Just going down to ramp is, the whole time thingy where it's like, here, how fast can you do it? Yeah, that was kind of fun. The probability of obtaining Imperial stuff based on your breeding skill. This is taming. Oh yeah, this is horse training, I think. Oh yeah, more stats to it. Move around the world map using your keyboard, WASD. Oh, that's a unique feature, actually. To be honest, I thought you can always do that. But, I've always just clicked the thingy on the, like, you see in this image over here, I always just click the region I want it to go. But you can also hotkey, like where you want to set your ping, like every time. So that's something that a lot of people don't actually know. You can, like, actually hotkey various regions and markers. So the following have been added. Save world map position and camera angle, also very cool. And social actions, quick slots you can quick slot emotes now. So for all of you role players out there, that's a cool thing. Worker rank and settings have been changed. That's actually good. And is there anything important for masses instead of specific things? All of these are very specific things that I don't really think I've had issues for, but like if you did have an issue, that should be good. Let's see, these are all like questing and dialogue stuff. Let's see, fix an issue where interacting with the Abyssal Well while holding a trade item, carrying a backpack will no longer activate the Abyssal Vessel. Wait, people were able to hold trade items and go down to well? I thought that was disabled since launch. Well, I guess it was unintentional. Not that I, actually tried it, because I don't know. I just always thought it was disabled and you were unable to do that, but apparently it was. Fix the issue where the name of the furniture displayed when installing the menacing turkey stuffed animal was displayed as diligent. Good lord, who finds these things? I mean, that is literally a non-issue, but I mean, it's something they found, but it's cool, I guess. Phenomenon where the next request that could not be completed was displayed for workers. Okay, cool. And seasonal stuff. When resetting the moon blessing, you can now immediately press the button to claim the reward without having to turn the UI on and off. Is this the old moon thing, like the old moon book? I don't even know what that actually means, but cool. I think that's about it. This was overall a good patch for anyone that does sailing and bartering. That's about it. More ocean content is always good, because I truly do believe that sailing and bartering in this game is like unique, and it's a lot different than other MMOs that have like sailing where it's a little bit more detailed in here. So I think that I want to try to get back into sailing and then maybe show you guys a lot of this. Admittedly, I haven't actively sailed in like over a year and a half now. Ever since I got my Carrack like 4 years ago, I've done like casual stuff, but I haven't done any ocean sea monster hunting and everything. So maybe we'll get back into it starting next week when this comes out, and we'll make some videos about it so you guys can see what it's all about. But with that said, I think I'm out for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And is there anything else worth noting? Nothing really that's going to affect the market, I don't think. This is mostly a sailing and bartering update. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace!